In chapter 12, I believe, the tribulation starts all over again from another perspective. The child, the woman gives birth, the child is immediately caught up unto God in heaven, and they say about the child that he will rule with a rod of iron. This ruling with a rod of iron is also an, an reward that is given by Jesus to these overcomers. So there, I think it's a clue unto who this man-child is. It is the bride of Christ. It is the overcoming church that will be taken up immediately when the time is right. And when this happens, when the child is got up, the woman has to flee in the wilderness. So there is immediate danger. And you see also a war in heaven at the same time. And the dragon and his angels prevailed not. They were cast out into the earth. And when we say war in heaven, I don't think a lot of people understand, but because they think, oh, it's like in the third heaven, the heaven of God, where he lives and rules. No, this war is in the second heaven. You can say in space, the heaven between our heaven and God's heaven. There, they are cast down on earth to never take place anymore there. They are not welcome anymore at the courtroom of God. And I believe the courtroom of God is in that second heaven, where the accuser of the brethren accuse them day and night. That's what the Bible says. And the Bible states, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. This is an important time. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. So it's a victory. The dragon saw that he was cast down on the earth, and he was wroth, he was angry, and he persecuted the woman, which brought forth the man-child. And this woman escapes the attacks of the dragon on her, and she is brought to safety by God, and she is nourished and taken care of for a times and half a times. That's 2.5 years. So that is the beginning of the tribulation, the first half. There you have it again. So you might think, how is it possible that you have tribulation saints? You have people that keep God's commandments and have this testimony of Jesus Christ. That's why it's so important to read chapter 2 and 3. There Jesus is telling the church what are the requirements to go to escape, to be found worthy, accounted worthy. And another word to that is to be overcomers. We are saved by grace. We are the Lord's. But the rapture is a bonus for the overcomer. And the requirements are found in chapter 2 and 3 of the book of Revelation. We have to walk worthy of the calling. And then and only then you will be raptured out of here. And I mean the first rapture. The second rapture is, I believe, for the group, for the multitude no one could count, who appears in heaven during the tribulation. So these are the tribulation saints. They were not ready. They were not dedicated. They were believing. They were praying. They were fasting. They were keeping the commandments. But they were not perfect in their walk. And I urge you, please read chapters 2 and 3 of this book, because you know what you then have to do to be to be overcoming, to be accounted worthy, to escape these things. And it's an honor to be able to escape, because then you are also a part of the bride. The bride will escape, only the bride. The bridesmaids will, for some time, go through the Great Tribulation, at least the first half of it, or less of that. Okay, then we go on to the next chapter.